What up?
What up, witches?
Welcome back to the What Up Witches podcast.
Where we embrace all the magic and mayhem of everyday life,
And
including
today's
mostly motherhood.
most mayhem, motherhood, chaos, all of those, things.
They fit together pretty well.
They do. That they do. And in fact, for today's topic of motherhood, we are going to be talking about isolation in motherhood, which is combating the real loneliness epidemic. Men, you aren't lonely enough.
Get in line, boys.
Let's be real. Men are not lonely enough. Too many of you guys are with amazing, wonderful partners,
And you
and
don't even know it.
you treat them like shit,
What is up with that, guys? Come on.
right?
Do better.
So,
Anyway.
but when it comes to motherhood and parenthood in general, especially when it comes to like single parents, so this is regardless of your gender identity, but when you are a parent, it is an isolating experience,
It
and
is.
especially when you're a new parent, once the kids are old enough to, like, have opinions and make friends and go off and do their own thing, you gain a little bit more independence as well.
Mhm.
You shuttle your kid off to school or to soccer or to martial arts, and you have a little bit of time to read your book while they're at practice. You have a little time to listen to your podcast or do your own thing. You gain a little bit
Mhm.
back of your independence, but when you are a new parent in those freshly postpartum years, you are in the trenches.
Did not know about that going into it.
And I think a lot of us know it, but we don't know it because you can't
Mhm.
until you
Mhm.
experience it.
Mhm. You don't know how you're gonna feel in that like, you think you know how you're gonna feel, but you don't know how you're gonna feel. The
Everybody's a perfect
hormones.
parent until they have a kid.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
So, what was the biggest shock to you, when it came to isolation?
Um, hmm. Yeah, so 2 weeks after giving birth, I was alone with her during the day. Um, so that was pretty isolating.
Yeah?
Um, and that lasted for 4 months until we moved back to the States, where we lived with my brother for 2 months. And um, we were living off of savings at the
Mhm.
time. So we didn't have money to like just, go out or anything. And like, what else are you gonna do in Orlando but go out? You're kind of
"Hey, do you
dead.
wanna go
Like,
out to eat? Hey, do you wanna go get a drink? Hey, do you wanna go to the
it's
bar? Hey, do you
already
wanna go to,
shitty. Yeah,
Universal Orlando Studios to get a
Disney.
drink?" Like, that's
Exactly.
what people do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 So I was home most of the time, home, in a cramped apartment,
With
living in
your
the living room
brother.
with my brother and his partner, like, and
Oh.
our two cats, and their three guinea pigs.
Ah, did the cats try to eat the guinea pigs?
Well, they were in a separate room, but the cats were trying constantly to get into the room. It was a constant like we have to like it eyes
Keep
on the ground at all time.
keep the door closed, damn it.
That was exactly. Yep. That it was a whole
Oh.
thing. Yeah, my brother's an angel for letting us live with him for oh my god, 2 months with all that. But yeah, that was isolating.
Extremely, especially moving countries.
And then yeah, exactly. And then after that, moving here up to Atlanta, and now I'm in a different state. I'm in a whole different environment, different culture. Like
Different climate.
there's snow here. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you're in the northern part too, so, like, It's barely Georgia.
Yeah. Anyway, but
It's like me, I'm in, like, the
that's isolating.
northern part of Ohio. I'm in, like, I'm closer to Canada than I
Mhm.
am, like,
Mhm.
the southern.
Yeah. Yeah. That's isolating.
That is extremely isolating, and what got you through it?
Um, well,
Because 'Cause you're here. So you got through it. That's,
that's a good point.
spoiler alert, you got through it. Um,
Hmm. Hear
what
me as I'm like, I'm still going through it, man. I don't
trust me, we're still going
um
through it. But, if you could look back and give yourself some advice when you first moved
ooh,
back to the
okay.
States, what
Mhm.
advice would you
Mhm.
give yourself knowing what you know now in hindsight? My husband just took a
Taking
hit.
I was gonna say taking, but no. Stealing time for yourself.
Ooh.
Because in those early days, especially us moms, we have such horrible mom guilt. It's like you don't want to take any time for yourself at all. Like 1,000% of your time has to go to the baby and still all of your other responsibilities too. So take time, no, steal time because everyone around you is going to expect you to do whatever the frick you decide to do because you just gave birth. They don't know how you're gonna.
Yeah, and they don't
so,
wanna tell
so,
you what
so
to
babe.
do.
So unless like you just adopted, in which case you're still a fucking adjusting. Okay,
The sleep schedule alone
the
and the
sleep
adjustment
schedule
period
alone.
to a child.
Exactly, exactly. So you want to take a bath, you steal that bath. you
You
want
give that
to
baby to somebody and say, "I am
exactly.
taking a bath. Here is your
My
child."
toes need to go see grass, and my face needs to see the sun, and that's where I'm going to be the next 15 minutes. Bye.
And you don't ask for permission. You don't say,
Nope.
"Can you watch the baby while I" you say, "I'm gonna go do this. Here's the kid." And you
Yep.
walk out that door.
And husbands, I don't want to hear shit about babysitting. You're a
There is no such thing as babysitting your own child. There's no such thing as babysitting your own child.
parent. Why do we have to raise our husbands too?
I give mine a lot of credit. He did a lot of raising himself. I'm gonna shit on men as a sex and gender in society, but when I talk about I hate men, I'm not talking about my man. That's a TikTok
We
right
know,
now.
we know,
That's
we know.
that whole TikTok. It's like, I don't mean my man.
Not,
I love that man. That's my man.
not my man. No,
Uh, but
not
there's
our
truth
men.
to that because he and I grew up together. I mean, we were in high school together, all 3 of
Mhm,
us.
mhm.
So
Yep,
we like at that point, you and I were not like close friends like we were prior to that. We got like in different friend groups,
separated. Yeah.
different classes, and all of that. We were in the same classes all through middle school, different classes in high
Mhm,
school.
mhm.
So we never saw each other. And I got into my husband's friend group, and you got into a different friend group, and all of
Right.
that. But, like, you saw us, I saw you, we waved in the hallways, all that thing.
We still hung out every
We
now and
still hung
then.
out when we could, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much, but, like, after my dad died, for example, we went to Chili's. That
I
was fun, you, me, and Casey, it was like we got the
I
little gang
remember
back
that.
together.
And you were,
I
like, asking the waiter, like, "Can I use my dad's card?" And you're
I
like,
got us a free cake that night.
"Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah." And
I'm
you,
not gonna
like, were in your pajamas, and you had, like, the fuzzy thing.
well, and I kinda wanted to make the waiters feel extremely awkward because as an
I think he
autistic
succeeded.
person
He was Did you
as
see
an
his fucking
autistic
face?
person, I realize people make me feel awkward all the time when they ask you things like, "How are you doing today?" And they expect you to just say, "Fine, how are you?" And I'm like,
Eh,
"I am a 16-year-old child who just lost her father and is extremely, traumatized by that fact." And it is very stupid that we start every conversation with, "Hi, how are you today?" because I don't expect an answer. So
When
my
we were moving back to
little
oh,
autistic rebellious 16-year-old was like, "I just lost my dad and I really just want some Chili's."
when we were moving back to the States, we had to teach my husband. A lot of people ask, "How are you?" They do not expect a real answer.
They expect, "Fine, how are you?"
Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of culture teaching and how much we do not care about having real conversations. But we will talk your ear off about nothing.
And God forbid we don't smile because then we're rude.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Yeah, I've started. Okay, I was a constant people pleaser. This spiked when I was in Egypt because the whole fucking purity culture over there, good girlness. Blah. Anyway,
Ooh, yeah.
but no,
Mom, turn it off and turn it on. Turn it off, turn it on.
turn it
It'll
off.
start back up.
I literally
Yes, the
just
"Hi, how are yous?" and all of that, and training your husband that, "Nope, we don't need to know your whole life story. We don't need to know how you're feeling today." We just say that as a greeting, and it's the stupidest thing in the world. Um,
anyway.
did you collect yourself there? Did I give you a reprieve?
I appreciate you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
No, my brain just shut off. It was like, nah. You wanted to finish that sentence? Too bad.
Too bad. I'm just gonna turn into mush now. Bleh. That was an accurate, recreation of events as they unfolded.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That play by play.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ah,
this is why we record this in the middle of the night after we're already toasted
stoned. That's what
from
we're
a
recording is.
sleeping house.
And this time we didn't really prep as much as we normally do, so this is all, like,
Just off the
unscripted.
cuff. We just
Yeah,
yapping. We
we
just
yapping,
yapping. We're having
yapping.
fun. We're having a little slumber party. Join us.
Ah. So I think the moment that I realized motherhood was so isolating was unfortunately while I was still pregnant,
Mhm.
and it was the realization that as much as my husband could be involved, he was only as involved as he wanted to be, which is fair because you don't always wanna read about everything that could go wrong. So when your wife is, like, shoving materials of everything that can go wrong, you're not jumping to read them. You're likely gonna be like, "Okay, honey, I'm gonna set this right here and read it later." And then you're like my dad and flip through it while my mom was in active labor. Um,
Oh my goodness.
but
That is I can see him doing that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I would watch my, birthing prep videos and stuff in the game room, which is where me and my husband would hang out all the time together. So I'd be sitting there in my recliner pregnant and watching my birth videos, my birth preparation videos, and listening to all the things. And he's right next to me. Our game room setup was really cool. We had our recliners next to each other but facing opposite directions so that I had a TV on one wall, he had a TV on the other.
Oh,
But we
nice.
could, like, reach over and hold hands if we wanted to. It was really it was cute.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cute.
yeah. So that's how we had it set up, and I'm, like, sitting there watching mine, and he's sitting next to me. He could lean over and, like, look over his shoulder and see it if he wanted to, and he would occasionally, like, I could tell he's, like, interested. So he'd be, like, playing his game, and then just and I'd pretend not to notice out of the corner of my eye him peeking over his shoulder at something that was either really gross, but, like, almost like pimple popping
Uh,
videos, you can't look away.
this is why men think we're less intelligent than we are, because like we pretend we don't notice shit that we fucking notice. We
He's about
see
as
you.
observant as I do, I gotta give him credit. I really do.
Anyway,
But
sorry.
in general, I agree. But I noticed, like, I was definitely if I had not done that, there was no way he would know anything about pregnancy. There was no way he would have been prepared or known anything about birth, cesareans, anything like that if I was not actively shoving it in his face.
Same.
And that's not really his fault that he grew up in a society where dads are simply just not involved in the pregnancy
Mhm,
process, and I give credit where credit is due. Millennial dads as a generation are certainly breaking a lot of those cycles. They're
mhm,
more involved, they're coming to the gender, the anatomy scans, not just to find out the gender, but to actually make sure the baby is healthy. They
mhm,
are actually making sure their wife is taking their prenatal. They're coming to the prenatal appointments and asking questions. I know my husband was genuinely involved when we would go to the midwife, and he would ask, "What could go wrong?"
mhm,
When do we have to go to the hospital? 'Cause for my first, I planned a birth center birth that was like, around the corner from the hospital.
mm,
The amount of time it would take for me to load up in an ambulance and get into the OR would be the same as if I were in a room in the hospital. It would be 15 minutes either way. So, it was
mm.
like it did not matter. Plus, the birth center was a part of the hospital, and that was the hospital that I ended up giving birth at, so they already had all my medical records. My
Oh.
computer just went dark, let me put
Rip.
it password so that I can see. There we go.
We could oh, you're good. You're back.
I
She's
did
good, she's
I
back.
forgot I forgot to move my mouse, so my screen went dark.
That happened to me a couple seconds ago too. It happens just like like I'm sure
I need to
someone
get
can
my
make a
stupid password
compilation
off this
eventually.
computer, right? So, like, he would be like, "You know what? What's an emergency? What's not an emergency? When are we gonna, transfer? What would that be like?" And he was actually asking these questions. So he was absorbing information. I give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, my husband was really involved
But
too. I mean, he spoke Arabic in a country where that is the language, so he was more involved than I was some extent.
yeah, considering he was the one actively getting the direct information and
Mhm.
then translating it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time, unless the doctor spoke English, which I mean, most of
Uh,
them do, but like not all of them were, you know.
if I could speak in my a foreign language, that would be ideal for me, so I don't blame anybody else who would do exactly the same. It's kinda like
Mhm,
how whenever I'm dealing with somebody whose primary language is Spanish and I'm comfortable enough doing so, I will speak to them in Spanish because I
mhm,
can tell that I could probably speak Spanish a little bit easier than they can speak English.
mhm, mhm.
And if I
Yeah.
can't speak it, I can at least understand it well enough.
Yeah, that's kind of how I had a relationship with my mother-in-law. She speaks only Arabic. I speak pretty much only English, but we know enough of both languages to just kind of pantomime and
Yeah,
but
I
we got
do.
done. Like we cooked meals together. I learned how
I
to
have a
cook from
story.
her pretty much.
That's
What?
cool, that's cute.
Oh, but
I do
you
have a
do
s
what?
I have a story.
I want to
So
hear it. I want to hear.
my mom, her husband is Cuban,
Oh,
and
okay.
so his mother, only spoke Spanish. Like, she spoke English, but as she got older, speaking Spanish was just easier for her. The only time I ever heard her speak English was actually with my husband, and, I think she said something to him. It was something sweet. I don't remember exactly what it was, but sh basically, she said he was a good guy or something like that. I don't remember.
Oh.
It was something cute and sweet, but it was, like, the only time I ever heard her speak in English. Otherwise, she, like, only spoke Spanish.
Oh.
And my mom speaks a little Spanish because obviously her husband is Cuban, so she wanted to learn a little Spanish, but she would get phrases and words mixed up and confused. Um, for example, the words hambre for hunger and hombre for man.
Okay, that's funny.
So one time she asked her mother-in-law, "Tienes hombre? Do you have a man?" Instead of "Tienes hambre? Are you hungry?" And then,
Oops.
of course, because she asked her, "Do you have a man?" she went off on this tangent like, "Ay, no, mi esposo está muerto por muchos años y no tengo un hombre. No, no, no tengo un hombre." And so my mom's like, "Okay, I guess you're not hungry. Jesus Christ." Like, it's like she's over here going, "Hi, my husband has been dead for years." She's
Oh
like,
my
"Okay, I guess you're not
goodness.
hungry."
Oh my god. That's so funny. I can see it. I can see
Oh,
it
yeah.
happening.
And
Thank you
then,
for
like,
the recreation.
ooh, another time she was trying to tell her to clean her, to brush her teeth and trying to say, like, her teeth are dirty, and I don't know exactly what she was saying instead, but it made her really upset.
Oh.
Oh, she thought she was saying the toothbrush was dirty. She was trying to say, "Your teeth are dirty, let's brush your teeth," and she
Okay.
was calling the toothbrush dirty. She was pointing to the toothbrush and calling it sucio. Sucio. Los dientes. And I forgot the word for toothbrush, but cepillo?
Don't look at me.
I'm sorry.
We're all going in one ear and out the other.
I have a minors studies in Spanish. I
Same.
literally took this from 6th, 7th grade through college every
Yeah,
year.
I was with you in the 2 middle school ones.
Oh god. Anyway,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Um, so back to isolation. Uh, to get back on topic before we go into our other segments. I just,
Thank you, brain.
like hee hee.
Your hair looks so cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I love the little
Um,
bangs.
so it's isolating when you're pregnant and you realize that if you don't do all the legwork, even if you have the most supportive partner, it's still like it's on you to do the research to make sure you know what you need to know before you go into the uh, birthing room or before you call the midwife or before you go into the hospital or whatever it happens to be.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, the most isolating part post birth was immediately because I had COVID and I literally got isolated in the COVID ward for 7 days.
Oh.
That's a
Oh,
story for another time.
that is so rough. Oh man. I cannot imagine.
It it sucked. It sucked.
Oh.
So, witchy tips of the week. No, actually, I want to take a quick moment to say that we do have a Discord up and running, folks, and we want to hear your stories. So, if you're a parent and you have felt this isolation, we want to hear your stories. You can send it in the
Mhm.
Discord as a voice message and we can play it on the air. You can send it to us as a text message, we'll read it on the air, or you can leave us a comment, same thing. Just let us know how you're feeling about this, how you have experienced this isolation in your motherhood or parenthood, fatherhood, etc. As a guardian, and even as maybe you're a sibling who took on that role for your younger siblings, because
Mhm. Mhm.
eldest daughter syndrome, eldest son syndrome, all those things.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let us know your experience. So that is
Or if
how.
you have any questions for us, you could
Yeah.
ask them. If you leave it in a voice format, we might play it on air too, as long as it's, semi family friendly.
Eh, I mean, you can cuss
Eh,
in it.
yeah, 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 yeah. But I mean, don't
Don't be gross.
don't be gross. That's what
Don't
I'm
be
trying.
don't
Thank
be
you.
gross.
That don't be gross.
That's all.
Yeah,
You can cuss, you can we're not prudes, but don't be gross.
yeah.
That's
But yeah,
our
if you want
rule.
to ask us any questions, if you have any tips for us, anything like that, drop a voice note. Thank you.
Thank you. And speaking of tips, let's go into our witchy tips of the week. What were we? Let me go up to my notes. This is the chaos of the mayhem and the motherhood.
Yep. This is the chaotic part.
Oh my gosh. So, I want to talk about how important our words are, both when we're speaking them and thinking them,
Mhm.
because this is how we cast our spells, how we cast our magic, how we manifest.
Yep.
And if we are constantly ruminating on the negative aspects of what we don't want to have happen, we are subconsciously making it happen. In psychology, it's called the self fulfilling prophecy.
Yep.
It's
You're
an
making it
actual thing.
happen.
You are literally making it happen.
Mhm.
So when we recognize it and find a way to turn it off, I think I think we were talking about this with the bicycle wheel and the spoke, or maybe that was another okay, okay. So here's my thing.
Explain.
Um, when you are stuck in a ruminating cycle where you can't
Oh,
stop
yeah,
the
you were
thought.
telling me about this. Sorry, 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 sorry.
Yes, yes, yes.
Continue,
I
continue.
just remembered it.
Right, right,
Um,
right.
uh,
Nice.
it's like a bicycle wheel and your brakes are out. No matter which way you're pedaling, that wheel is still going. And you can recognize, shit, my brakes are out. What am I gonna do about it? Because the wheel is still spinning and I can't make it stop. This is where a lot of us go into the panic attacks, the anxiety attacks, the OCD ruminating over and over and over again. All of that is just it won't stop and you get put into this state of panic, right? You
Mhm,
need to find a
mhm.
stick and shove that fucking stick in the spokes of the wheel to make it stop. You're probably gonna get hurt in the process depending on how forceful you are with it
You
or how
might go over the handlebars.
but you'll stop before run off the fucking cliff or into traffic. We take the minor injuries over the major ones here.
The path of least resistance doesn't mean there's no
Exactly.
resistance.
Exactly. So you have to find what that stick is. For a quick example, if I am sitting here like, oh God, I'm a bad mother, I don't spend enough time with my children don't love me, whatever the bad thought is regarding my children and my I guess validation as a mother uh is in question and I can't stop that thought process. I tell my Miss Rachel pops in my head, "Stop, take a deep breath, and make a smart choice."
Oh, wait, I love that for you.
Right?
I
It
love that that
almost
works
annoys
for you,
me.
though.
It
Hey,
almost
but I
annoys me,
mean, you know.
but it works to where I do actually stop and take a deep breath, and then I look at my children, and when they look over and see me looking at them, they smile at me.
Hmm.
They're not cowering from me. They're
Mhm.
not, like, worried. They're not scared. They are completely at ease,
Hmm.
relaxed, watching their show, playing with their toy, enjoying their snack, and when they look at me, they go, "Hi, mama."
Oh, yeah, the smiles make everything worth it.
And then how can I think I'm a bad mother when my child looks at me that way?
Right, that's all you need.
That's
That's
my
all the
stick.
validation you need. Exactly. Yeah,
That's my
yeah,
stick.
that's good. I love that. Yeah, we're not quite at the smiling all the time phase.
Yeah, sometimes they give you stank face.
Mine's almost 2, so we're going through that. Where right now it's just a bunch of demands all the time. Um, so, but actually, no.
Ooh.
In an upcoming segment, my daughter will redeem herself. So I'll keep that to myself until then.
I love that your toddler has to redeem herself from being 2. But it's true. 2-year-olds are little assholes. And
Yeah.
3-year-olds 3-year-olds are three-nagers.
All right, the three-nager.
because now they have opinions and the vocabulary to express them.
Yeah. Wait, no, that makes sense. Yeah. I think I was a little asshole.
Oh, we all are. We're supposed to
Mhm.
be. The most, like, combative parts of a person's growing up is toddlerhood and teenage years. That's when we're supposed to be the most egotistical, narcissistic, and the world revolves around me. And that's
Mhm,
why
mhm.
toddlers and teenagers are fucking assholes.
And so goddamn dramatic. Oh my god. I think about that a lot. Like, I think a lot about all the things I used to care about as a teenager and a teenager.
My Barbie phone broke. Ah, the world is ending.
I was so fucking sensitive.
So was I.
Like, I would slam a door and then, like, get genuinely upset and be like, "I'm so sorry, door."
Yup. I would think things had emotions and
Wait, we
spirit.
weren't wrong though. We were right.
You're right. We were not wrong. Everything has an energy to it, which did you know that when you cut grass, then the smell of it is the grass screaming?
I feel like you've told me that
I don't know if I have or not, but I love that fact.
before. feel like I feel like you have told me that before.
I very likely have. I feel like that's a middle school fact that I learned and that I was so fascinated by that I just told everybody that fact. So
You did that a
yeah.
lot.
Um, so, in addition to thinking positively and not thinking negatively, turning on its head ruminating and trying to stop it with the stick, you can also try to just flip the script. If I'm sitting here like, oh God, I'm a bad parent. I never get this right. I never do that right. And we're never on time with this. We bathe way too, like, not enough. All of the little things here and there. Then you can flip it and be like, my children are so loved. My children always have food. My
Mhm,
children always have clothes. My children always have shoes that fit their feet.
mhm, mhm.
It's the little things. My children have grandparents. I don't have grandparents. I especially didn't have grandparents I saw every single weekend,
Aw, that's so nice.
right? I mean, I saw my grandparents a lot, don't get me wrong, but, like, my son gets to see his grandparents every week, and he gets to FaceTime his
Aw.
nanny, like, every day. Like, what?
Aw. Yeah.
So think about
Whoa!
just positive things. And
An outage.
remember that that manifestation is not always conscious. It is just as much subconscious. So be kind to
Mhm.
yourself. Be kind with your words. And a general rule of thumb I just want to throw out there is to kind of not to ruminate on other people's business
Ooh, that's a good one.
because then you're putting your energy in their shit and then you just end up stinking.
Ooh. That's a good one.
I
Yeah,
hear. Sorry,
you don't
I was just
wanna
making sure I didn't have a text.
integrate that fully with their energy.
Exactly.
Ground in your own. Um,
What was
sorry,
your
were you finished?
I was finished. What's your witchy
Okay.
tip of the week?
No, no, no. So like I saw that you wrote that down and I was just like, "Oh my God, wait, no. I want to build on that."
Mm.
Like be careful about like negative self-talk. Okay, I wrote this down. Do your best not to complain too much. Over time, your brain rewires. This is fun. Okay. Over time, your brain rewires to be on the lookout for things to complain about instead of things that bring joy. So yes, your words matter. No, no, no. But like, this is backed by neuroscience, though. This is like a like you're okay. But like, this goes back to the whole, manifestation thing. Like your thoughts become your emotions, become your feel, like the actions in the real world. So if you're like talking, even like in a funny, like, self-deprecating, like, "Ha ha, I'm so whatever" way. Like, be careful about
Like,
what
"Oh, god damn
kind
it,
of
I'm so dumb. I'm such an idiot." All
yeah,
those things.
exactly.
It's like, "No, you're not. You're not an idiot.
Yeah.
You're n
No,
don't say that."
when I used to work at Hollister in high school, but when I had this manager, and this is back when I was, like, heavy in my people-pleasing era. I mean, customer service, high school, yeah, because it's like okay, so my manager, I would all the time be apologizing. I'd be like, "Sorry, sorry." He's like, "No, you're not sorry." and
Sorry.
I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry. I mean, no, I'm not." Like,
All right.
oh
Before
my
we go
god.
into our reads of the week real quick, I do
Oh
have to
god.
go run and feed the baby. So I'm gonna
Oh,
click our little be right back, and, I'm just gonna play some music while we take a quick break. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's already been about 35 minutes in. So before we do our reads of the week, I'm just gonna take this quick break because gotta feed the baby.
I'll go
Be right
pee.
back. Bathroom break.
Woo!
You know who made it. 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 All right, we're back.
Hello. Welcome back.
Oh, sorry for that. I had to feed the baby.
That's the mayhem part of the podcast.
A little bit, a little bit.
A
I
little
got
bit.
Sowie, sowie. But
Welcome
here we
back,
go.
witches.
Welcome back, witches. All right, we are on to reads of the week. What are you reading this week, Ellie?
Okay. So listen.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. I wrote books in the notes for a specific reason. I don't want to show you what I'm reading until you go over what you're reading for a specific reason.
Oh, okay.
You go first. You go
Okay.
first.
So last week, I kind of wanted to wrap up a little bit. So last week I was reading Hecate, right? Goddess
Oh
of
yeah.
Witches. I finished it. It is so good. Highly recommend. Definitely get it.
Eee, nice.
Now, I told you how last week I'm into like memoirs, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I am reading The Witching Year, a memoir of earnest fumbling through modern witchcraft by Diana Helmuth. And it is really fucking funny. I wanted to read one little spot here because there were so many spots actually that were hilarious, but by page like 24 I was hooked. Just say. Um like she's talking about all of the different she so long story short, she wanted to give a witchcraft an actual go as far as a religion because is an ex-Catholic, I think she said, and wanted some kind of religion and had a lot of witchy friends and decided upon Wicca because it was the most ceremonial, the oldest, etc. And it starts off with her essentially kind of getting conned in the whole I need all of these things and I need all these books and I need all of this and that and the other because I need to do it perfectly. And she's in her journey of learning how to just be a witch without all that stuff. But she wants to focus on the ceremony. That's important to her. And it's so fun watching her go through here. So while she's like talking about the wheel of the year and the focus on cycles of the natural world and all the different holidays, which are basically just the equinoxes and all
Mm,
of that,
right.
the solstices, etc. And she's like, it's July, whatever, day one, July and August. It's day one of her official start in witchcraft. And she's like, I learned that there are two types of holidays, and uh, I can't pronounce. She says it right later. Lu, Lun, Lunasa, I think it is what it's called. And she goes, "Fucking tomorrow." I don't have anything ready. I'm barely even a witch. I haven't cast one spell. I haven't read a single tarot spread or communed with one pre-Christian deity. And one of the high holidays is tomorrow? I don't even know how to pronounce it. It looks as if mashed potatoes were a word. I have to work quickly.
Nice. Just casual summer dip into magic, you know?
This one had me cackling. Okay. I am once again reminded that witchcraft is truly the religion of crafters. I don't know why I'm worried about finding a coven. I could probably walk into a Michael's and shout, "As I will it," and just follow whoever shouts back, "So mote it be," like a game of Marco Polo.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny.
Like, there's so much of that. That is just
Marco
hilarious.
Polo.
And then,
Wow. Witchy Marco Polo, I love it.
it's so fucking funny. And then she's oh, here it goes. I later read it's pronounced Lunasa, but I think many witches prefer to say Lamas because because of its forgiving lack of Celtic consonants. Uh, uh, and it's just all of these little things are just so fucking funny. And at one point, asking her friend about what she wants to get out of witchcraft and how like she did the ceremony but didn't feel anything, and they're like, well, what do you want to feel? And she's like, I want to talk with God. And she's like, you want cocaine? She's like, thanks, that helps. Like, well, that's what you're like. Fucking so it's just really fucking funny, and I'm not even all that far into it. I'm only in the first 82 pages. I'm only in October. She starts in July, August, and here we are, October. That's how far into this 1 year of witchcraft I have read. And I'm laughing on every page. It's so fucking funny. 10 out of 10 all highly recommend.
Nice.
So that's what what about you?
Do you see this?
The Year of the Witching. Alexis Henderson? How is it? Is it good?
I'm sorry. What was yours called?
The Witching Year, the Year of the Oh my fucking how did we do that? How did how?
So,
The word witching on your book. What does the word witching look like on your book? Let me see. But still,
no, this one doesn't.
that's
But it's a
that
very
is
beautiful cover.
that is so funny. How did
Yeah,
we do
right.
that?
So this is a novel actually, and it's
I have a
really
novel
good.
for an
I forget how far I'm into it because when I picked it off the shelf, the bookmark fell out. Um,
Of course.
so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But I was about like maybe here-ish into it. Anyway, it's really good. Here, so in the land in the lands of Bethel, where the prophet's word is law, Emmanuel Moore's very existence is blasphemy. Her mother's union with an outsider of a different race cast her once proud family into disgrace. So Emmanuel does her best to worship the Father, the follow holy protocol, and lead a life of submission, devotion, and absolute conformity, like all the other women in the settlement. But a mishap lures her into the forbidden dark wood surrounding Bethel, where the first prophet once chased and killed 4 powerful witches. Their spirits are still lurking there, and they bestow a gift on Emmanuel, the journal of her dead mother, who Emmanuel is shocked to learn once sought sanctuary in the wood. Fascinated by the
Ooh.
diary, Emmanuel finds herself struggling to understand how her mother could have consorted with the witches. But when
Consorted.
she begins to learn grim truths about the church and its history, she realizes the true threat to Bethel is its own darkness. and she starts to understand that if Bethel is to change, it must begin with her. This is a horror book, by the way.
I was gonna say
Um,
this sounds perfect for Halloween.
yeah, this is a horror book. If you're into a scary, witchy Halloweeny
I
book,
love that. I actually am
um,
gonna be reading a fiction book as well as on my list, and I was iffy on it, but all I did was open the first page, and within the first paragraph, I was hooked. So I'm like, "Okay, this is gonna be a good book." So I'll tell you what that is later.
nice, nice. Yeah, but
How do we live parallel lives?
that's why I wanted to go next, or after you, I mean.
Between
Oh yeah,
the between the hands
mine's over there.
from the dollar store to the titles of the books that we're reading, we
Mhm.
have so many similarities. It's so fucking funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Parenting wins and fails of the
Okay.
week.
Okay. I'll go first. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay, yeah, you go first.
I taught my daughter to say please and thank you.
Hell yeah!
She's only 20 months old, and she says, but I mean, she has to be prompted most of the time. But no, not when saying most of the time, she'll say thank you unprompted. But the please, we still have to work on, But before handing her something, usually food related, I'll be like, say please. She'll go, please.
I love the little toddler pleases because they're always so cute. Danny used to go,
Please.
"Please, please,
Oh, yeah, we haven't
please."
discovered the letter S yet. So it's just we.
It's so cute. So my son has definitely the speech impediment where L's and W sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and, my mom's name, Lisa, is
Lisa.
Wisa,
Lisa.
Wisa, which is how my brother used to say it, and,
Oh.
when he was about 4, my mom got him speech therapy for it, and so my son is now almost 4 and is still doing it, so I, like, got freaked out and, like, looked it up. Apparently, it's so normal, and most kids, like, figure it out by the time they're 6. So,
Mhm.
if he's
Mhm.
still 6 and doing it, then that's
Yeah.
concerning, but by 5 or 6, they usually figure it out, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. He's
Good to
otherwise
know.
speaking
Good to know.
really well. It's so cute though because he goes, "Wisa,
Lisa.
Wisa,
Please.
please, and Wisa."
And I'll be like, I'll say thank you. And be like, Gigu.
My heart,
Gigu. But yeah,
my
that's my win. That's my win of the week.
that is so cute. I love that, the little pleases and thank yous, the
I
little
know.
manners.
Isn't it adorable? It's so like satisfying to hear like a little geekoo. It's like you're
You're
welcome.
welcome. And it's so cute when it's unprompted,
I know.
especially
Oh,
in
and
public.
no. I say you're welcome, and then she says you're welcome, but it's like she repeats what I say. So
I love
okay,
it.
it goes like this: say please, please. Now say thank you, geekoo. You're welcome, agamo.
Too cute. Oh my god.
You're welcome is agamo.
A gumbo. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember how he says it, but my son says computer really cute. Um, computator. Computator.
Oh, computer.
Is that your computator? It's so cute.
The bee.
It's so cute. Oh my god.
Oh.
So, um, I kinda have 2. One is not like I did not make this happen, just fun little milestone occurred. My daughter's walking. She's
What?
walking.
Wait, congrats! That's a huge
A
milestone.
huge one. Like, she takes about 5 or 6 steps before she plops on her butt. Um,
That counts.
But it counts, she's walking, she's getting up, she can walk across a
Oh,
room and, like, unassisted, she's doing it all by herself. So,
oh.
that's just milestone. I obviously had nothing to do with that other than providing her
Raising
the
and
space to
birthing
do
and
it.
are you kid shut girl.
Well,
Nothing to
so
do with it.
here's what I mean by that. Yes, I grew her, I raised her, etc., but I don't wanna take my children's accomplishments away from them to give me that credit. You know what I
Fair,
mean?
fair, but,
So, like,
like,
she did that. She did
fair.
that. I'm not sitting there lifting her up like you do in The Sims 2 and make her walk to me to teach her to walk. She made herself do that. She pulled herself up on all of the furniture and she, glided across all the things and she chose to stand up with toys in her hand and go, "Bah, bah," and go across
Mm.
the room. And then
Baba.
that's what she calls brother. Um,
Oh,
and because she
cute.
can say mama, dada, and bra bra. Yeah. She either says "baba"
Oh,
or "bra bra." So, like, she's
oh,
she's
that's so
learning the ers with brother, um,
mm.
and it's really cute. But Dada's her favorite, and she turns into, Satan's demon child with Dada.
Oh my she does have quite a raspy voice.
Not all the time, but yeah,
I
she does.
noticed that. She's a semi little gremlin mode.
Yes, 100%. She is a little gremlin, a little monster. So that is really her win of the week. I would say
Congrats.
my parenting win is that I got my son to wear a mask while we were sick and had to go to the store. And he wore it the whole time, and he didn't touch
Oh,
anything.
good boy. Good
I can
job.
only do so much about the baby in my cart, but I was able to prevent my 4-year-old from touching shit in the store, and he had a mask on the whole time. It was too big. I had to use, like, a regular mask because I didn't have the kid size mask, and
It
it's the
it did that whatever. Yeah.
but it
You did
was the
what you did. You did what you could.
KN95, so I had to tear the bottom of it because it was poking him in the neck. So I had to, like, tear the bottom so that it would open up a little around his chin to not poke him in the neck, and then I had to tie the
Oh.
loops so that it was tight enough around his face. But I told him, I'm like, "All right, we have to go in the store because it costs, like, $50 to have it delivered here, and I just need some fucking laundry detergent and, apple juice and shit." Um,
Yeah.
but, like, I'm not paying an extra $50 goddamn delivery fee and tip.
Yeah.
Not doing it. I was planning on going to the store today. We're going to the store today. But I'm not getting other people sick and your nose won't stop running. So, here's a mask. He's like, "It's poking me." I'm like, "All right, fix that." It's not big. It won't stay up. Okay, let's fix that. How does it look, mommy?
How does it look? That
Looks
is such
great,
a
kid.
kid
Come
thing to
on.
ask.
Oh, it keeps poking me in the eye.
I'm gonna
Oh.
poke you in the eye if you don't.
Other than that, I'm like, all right. I had this, like, sparkly pen, so imagine this is a blue sparkly pen with all different color bobbies, um, and I'm like and it has, like, sequins on it, it's very tactile, and I'm like,
Okay.
"Here, kid, this is the one thing you're allowed to touch, and you hold on to this, and this is what you touch when we're in the store." And that's what he did, and he held on to his pen, and he touched and played on with his pen, and he did not touch anything in the store. We got
Good.
all of our
Wow.
stuff, we got out, and he did exactly as I asked. I'm like,
Oh.
"You listened! Thank you." Other than the sniffles, we're not really all that sick, it's literally just the sniffles, a cough, sneeze, but I'm like, "I'm not spreading that shit around."
Yeah, fair. No, you did the right thing. You did great, mama.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Congrats.
you. I tried.
Congrats.
Okay. Next, we go into our love and marriage segment. You had something super fucking cute out of a romance novel.
I woke up one day this week and my husband had plucked a rose from my rose bush out front and left it with a note for me. And I woke up to a rose and a love note.
That's so fucking cute. Oh, I can't.
I wonder if he started doing that because he knows now that we talk about that.
He's like, "Oh shit, I gotta do something nice now," so she
Gotta
talks
do
about
something
it.
at least once a week.
That's hilarious. My husband that's so funny because my husband actually did say, are you gonna mention this on your podcast tonight?" I'm like, "You bet your ass I am."
That is so funny.
Like, he
Okay,
knows
okay, your turn. I
now.
want to know. I want to know what
Okay,
happened.
okay. So, this happened just by happenstance. My husband works at an auto parts store. I won't say which one, there's a million of them. Um, just a picture an auto parts store, and yes, it's that one. Okay. So he's, out there doing his job, and he gets back from lunch, and there's like 3 police cars in his parking lot, and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And there's um a cop talking to a little kid, and the 2 guys who I guess had some kind of altercation where somebody pulled a gun on somebody. It's like, "Motherfucker, really? We can't have one day without gun violence in this goddamn world or country or whatever." But anyway, so my husband notices that the kid is alone when the officer is talking to him. And when we were in Colorado, when I worked for the college, it had a law enforcement academy. And they would regularly have people like my husband come and role play to
Oh.
teach the cadets there how to interact in various situations with people and what was legal, what was not legal, etc. So my husband is very well versed in what is or is not legal in most general police interactions because he literally did this for like 2 or 3 years. And he came up to the cop and he's like, "You are not allowed to question a minor without a parent, guardian, or social worker present." And the cop's like, "Yes, I am. It's legal." And my husband goes, "No, it is federally illegal to question a minor without parental, uh, a parent, guardian, social worker present, a representative,
Mm.
legal representation, a lawyer, somebody needs to be with this child when you were speaking to him." And he's like, the dad gave me permission. He goes, "That dad is 50 feet away. He can't hear a fucking word you're saying." The cop turned around and walked away. He knew that he was doing something
Yikes.
illegal. But because it was a little black boy and 2 black men, he assumed that nobody would step in. Here comes my big bearded Texan manager of this parts manager coming over there going, "Oh, fuck no. This is illegal.
Mhm.
Shut your ass. Leave. You're
Mhm.
not talking to this
Mhm.
child without somebody present." And then him and the store manager brought the child inside, told him to pick out any drink, and then he paid for it and said, "Here, son, you sit down and you enjoy this drink, and we've let your dad know that you are in here and you are safe. You chill out here until your dad comes in."
Oh, that's so nice.
That is how you use your fucking white male privilege.
Mhm.
Take note,
That's how you
people.
use your free will as a white
Mhm.
male.
Everybody better be speaking up whenever they see something wrong like that. Just because a
Mhm.
police officer is doing something doesn't mean it's legal. In fact, they are the biggest perpetrators of the law.
Ooh.
I said what I
That's
said.
true. She said it, folks.
I said what I said. I learned this when I was working for a college that had a law enforcement academy. Just saying. So, people, your partners should be moral, ethical people who will speak up and do the right thing.
Love that. Love that for you. Love that for him. Love
Love
that for
that for
the
you.
kid. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
I
Oh yeah,
love
I'm gonna use I kept the rose, by the way. I'm gonna use it in a love spell.
Yes, you should. I have some candles from when my husband made, like, chilies at home for me. He brought chilies at home and set up, like, a dinner for me for my birthday. I was, like, 18 or 19, and, like, Yeah, I know. Fucking over 12 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Why do I feel like I remember you telling me about this?
I may or may not have. I don't fucking know. But I still have, like,
Anyway.
they're these beautiful red candles. So we still have those candles that he lit for that candlelight dinner for my birthday. Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
so
use
cute.
I'm gonna use them in a powerful love spell eventually. I'm saving them for something really powerful.
Oh.
Alright, we are on our last segment before we pull a dad joke, which is tarot time. I don't have a topic, though, so I was wondering if you did. Is there something that you were curious about?
Um,
Do we want to
hmm.
do something political? I'm sure I could pull something out of my ass.
I was gonna say, do you know of anything political that's going on?
Y well, Trump got booed a whole bunch at the game today.
Game?
Yeah, there was I think it was a football game, and, he got, booed at the stadium. In fact, they stopped half the people from coming into the stadium ahead of time to avoid how many people would be booing him when he entered the stadium, and then they, like, threatened all the news stations to not air the booing, and then wherever they are airing the video footage, they're replacing the booing with cheering. It's so fucking North Korean propaganda.
Wow.
Eh
Hmm.
So there's that. JD Vance cussed somebody out yesterday, and when he was told that, they were doing war crimes, he goes, "I don't give a shit what you call it." So he's cussing out people on social media for no fucking reason.
Interesting. Huh. I don't know. You know what? Why don't we? This is just off the top of my head. And this is just
Yeah.
a suggestion. You can
Yeah,
totally.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't
What
have
if,
brain ideas for that.
since tonight is the
Ooh.
full moon, blood moon in Pisces, why don't we pull for the viewers?
Ooh, yes. What do you think, like 1 card each or a 3 card? I think
Um,
for
I don't
viewers,
know.
it's harder.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
1
so.
card?
Maybe, yeah. Just like a
Yeah.
quick. What? Wait, no, no. Let's do two cards. Let's do the good old bitch slap. Let's do
Ooh, bitch
the
slap.
problem and the solution.
I like that, okay.
A bitch slap.
Are you gonna be part of the problem or part of the solution? Imma be the whole problem.
I want problems always.
Always, always the problems.
Have you seen that? I don't remember if it
No, I'm
was
just randomly vocally stimming.
fair. Wait, is that what I was just doing?
Although I just had a random image of "Don't mess with the Zohan" in my head. It's weird. That's a weird movie. Have you ever seen it?
Probably.
It's
I
Adam
don't know.
Sandler.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
He cuts hair very sexually.
Now I remember. Thank you for that visual.
And then he has sex with all the old ladies in the song.
Thank you. Yep. I watched that with my husband, and
Uh,
for reference, he basically grew up.
I keep getting cards like this when I split the deck. The one before this was this one in death. So
Huh.
whoever I'm pulling for, you're about to get a serious bitch slap. Okay,
All
this
right. By the way, in case you didn't know, so we're recording this on a Sunday, which is
the 7th.
the full moon, which and it's an eclipse, which makes this a blood moon,
Although we
and
don't
it's a.
see it on our side of the world, but 80 something percent of the world can see it. We North Americans, the world does not revolve around us.
I can
You
see
can
it.
see
I
it?
can see it.
Ah,
We
fuck
saw
you.
it. My husband saw it earlier tonight.
Fuck you.
It's like super, super duper low in the horizon, so you
Yeah.
can only see it if you're like on a hill,
Ooh.
which, you know, meh. whatever. I can't see it just looking out, but he was driving earlier.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
I got the 8 of Pentacles.
Oh, is that the first or second?
This is the first one, the problem.
Oh, okay.
What, you've got too much abundance?
So much abundance that a bitch can't breathe.
The solution is the Ace of Buds reversed. Smoke that shit, Jesus.
Dude, your deck is high.
It is the pot
The
tarot deck.
problem is, man, the problem is we got too much bud, man.
The solution is
That's
we
the
smoke
solution,
it,
Kyle.
man.
The solution, Benny, is we got fucking smoking, man.
I would love to see Cheech and Chong, like, oh god. Are we the new Cheech and Chong? I'm kidding.
All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna go top of the deck and bottom of the deck.
Ooh, that's a
Ah! Oh, wait,
or they're gonna be like,
no?
"No, fuck you, you're gonna take this card."
Yeah, they're like, fuck you, take this. I'm like, here's what I want to happen. The world's like, nope.
No, fuck you. You get this.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So I, for the problem, got the Empress.
I love that card. Oh my god.
Right?
That is a beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Can you, like, describe it for those who are listening?
Sure, sure. It is a gorgeous lady in a white and flowy top and dress thing. She's sitting on a throne. There's a female
Yeah,
symbol, Venus symbol, on like a pillow. It looks super duper comfy. There's
I
crystals
love
behind
her
her.
afro.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the crown, the jewelry.
She's
You can,
gorgeous.
it's
She
kind of hard to
reminds Okay,
tell.
so she kind of reminds me of Lana from Archer. Like,
Ooh.
just, like, the overall shape of her face and the way she's, like, posing herself, she just reminds me of how Lana stands
Her
confidently.
pose, she's so,
Mhm.
like, relaxed and confident.
Yes, exactly,
How
and
is
the
this the
afro is just
problem?
right? Oh my
Okay,
god,
but
women.
and then the solution is
The
the
Hierophant.
Hierophant.
And I love that your version is feminine. So you have a woman Hierophant, and she is wearing like a gorgeous tattered dress, barefoot. She's like a priestess instead of like another type of holy figure. What it was on those pillars? Is that like a okay, those are just like cloudy figures. And
I suppose.
are are those tattoos on her arms or are those like jewelry? Okay, those look
Um,
like henna tattoos or something.
it's hard to tell. I think it's tattoos. Yeah, wait, I can just look in real life. Those are tattoos.
What's the name
Those
of
are
that
totally
deck?
tattoos.
What's the name of that deck?
Oh, this is the Modern Witch.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love it.
Yes. Modern
So
Witch
you
deck.
have the Empress and the Hierophant, which is so funny because that's 3 and 5,
Ooh, true.
which is 8, which I start with 8.
Hmm.
Ah, so do you
So,
wanna read
okay.
yours first?
Oh, if you would like me to, I can totally do that. Okay. All right, I'll do it. The Empress. So, love is everything. The Empress is feeling herself. Whoa. This benevolent goddess is alive and truly connected to the world and others through passion and pure emotions. The Empress is empowered by her love and sexuality, and her energy flows through everything around her. She gives life the lush vegetation. She gives life to the lush vegetation and receives life from the powerful river. She welcomes pleasure and feelings and fills each moment with ecstasy. Think less, feel more. Embrace self love and use that self love to build stronger and more profound connections with family, friends, and or lovers. Be fulfilled by your social circles of those who love you. Drink from the cup of love. Allow it to nourish and warm you. Through love, you can find deep meaning and fulfillment. Love, love, love. It's all here for you if you let it in.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the
Interesting.
feeling I see.
Okay, 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 okay. So maybe the problem is you're not loving yourself enough.
Or maybe you're experiencing a sexual problem.
Maybe.
That was a very sexual card.
That is a very sexual card. It's very feminine energy, though, obviously. So maybe it has something to do with the more emotional, creative side of you.
Or accepting that side of yourself that you've been hiding for
Hmm.
too long.
We all have a feminine side,
All of
guys.
us, men
All of
too.
us. Hmm.
The divine feminine is within every person, regardless of your gender identity.
Exactly.
So, what is
Okay,
the solution?
so the Hierophant. Hello. There we go. Okay. As students, we learn from the past and from others. It is the Hierophant that calls us to unlock our psyche and hidden potential through diligent study. She is wise in her guidance, helping us discover new things we could not have found alone. As students and disciples, we kneel at her feet, listening to her stories and lessons. And if we do so, we may be able to find the lock that fits the keys crossed at her feet.
I love that.
Okay, so look into the past, read books, find a community of both differing worldviews and familiar ones. Find the passion within you and the hunger to know more. Nothing is created in a void, and you can enrich yourself by finding communities or collectives that help you structure your study. Learning new things can open your mind to new pathways and possibilities.
Go to the library is what I get from that card.
Read a book.
Read a book every once in a while.
Read a
Jesus.
book.
I really enjoyed that. I really did because that is telling us, I think, and you guys, the listeners specifically, and maybe this is particularly resonating with you. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the
Let
Discord,
us know.
please.
Let us
But
know if this is relating to you at all.
so I'm seeing that as whether your problem is accepting your sexuality, accepting the fact that you are a sexual being, accepting the fact that you are deserving of that love and respect and being put on a
Pleasure, even.
pedestal. Pleasure, yes,
Mhm.
definitely. I am astounded by the number of women in particular who live the majority of their lives not knowing what an orgasm feels like. Ladies, get a vibrator. This is not a
Just do
joke.
it. Just do
Get a vibrator and learn what an orgasm is and what it feels like and how to give it to yourself. Never rely on a man or another person to give you one.
Never rely on another person for your
Anything.
own anything. Well, yeah, with that, well,
I'm as
within reason. We
in
depend on each
within
other as a
reason.
species, but semantics.
Semantics. There's a difference between community and codependence.
There we go.
You can be independent and still be part of a community. You don't need a community to give yourself an orgasm.
There you go. You can. You can. That's if you
You
want to.
can if you
Totally can.
desire and you are a consenting adult amongst other consenting adults. Consent.
Community work.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my goodness. That was a good. I
That
like
was
that
good.
one. Did
And
you did
the
you did we read yours?
not yet.
Sorry.
But I also like that the Hierophant was a marker to tell you to learn, to keep yourself open to learning, and not to close yourself off from information or education. That's what I got
Mhm,
from that.
mhm. About sexuality, your sexuality, about maybe just confidence, you know, maybe,
Embracing your femininity.
self-love. Yeah.
Love it.
Your emotions, letting your emotions come out,
Yes.
learning about emotional regulation, maybe. I know I'm still learning about that shit.
I think next week we should talk about hyper empathy and being
Oh.
hypersensitive kids.
Oh, yeah. Hi, we were super duper sensitive. I
Yes,
still am. I
we
was thinking
still
about that
am.
literally early today. Like, I'm so sensitive.
And then, like, I get mad over other people being sensitive. I'm like, "Why does this bother you?" Like, just fucking get over it. It's not that big of a deal.
Someone like doesn't smile back at you when you smile at them, and you're like, and I took
Did
that
I
personally.
was I wrong? Was I bad? Did I make you uncomfortable? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Fuck you, I don't care. Anyway,
Juicy PTSD, man.
so much of it. So this is the problem for whoever this reading is meant for. So if this resonates with you, if the other reading did not, then let us know. We start off with the 8 of Buds, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Hard work and productivity pay off. The 8 of Buds reminds us, and now is the time to harvest that rich bud and enjoy the heady fruits of your own labor. Now is when you should focus on improving your skills. Sometimes the growth cycle can feel repetitive, but it's how mastery is achieved. So maybe your problem is that you feel stuck in a cycle, but you're getting everything you need out of that cycle. So you're not sure what to do or if you need to do anything at all.
That sounds like someone is spiraling towards burnout.
Ooh, yes. Very much could be. So, what can you do about it? Smoke that bud. The fact that we go from the 8 of Buds to the Ace of Buds, I want to point out what the buds stand for. The suit of buds, which is represented in the traditional tarot decks as pentacles, reflects the grounded element of earth, often concerning itself with matters of finance, property, and work. It is in this rich, fertile earth that the marijuana plant has grown for centuries and to which our ash returns, bringing all full circle. And the Ace of Buds reversed is the solution to your problem. Beware being overly materialistic and, dare we say, greedy. Remember, sharing and courtesy are at the heart of pot culture. Reversed, the Ace of Buds warns of bad financial decisions or risks, so take heed.
Ooh.
So maybe if you are sitting there thinking that, sorry, I don't have this mirrored, so it's like opposite of what I'm
You're
used to.
good.
Um, so if you're sitting there thinking, oh gosh, I'm stuck in this repetitive cycle, I have too much or I have what I need, but I'm just bored, be careful of burning through it too quickly or
Mhm.
making poor decisions surrounding it, or else you
Mhm.
might not have enough in the long run. Don't count
Careful
your
if
chickens
you're
before you hatch.
Yeah, careful if you're mentally spiraling downwards. Don't start making dumb financial decisions just to make yourself feel better.
Don't burn through all your resources too quick.
Mm, mhm. I like that.
There we go. So let us know if that resonated with you, if that has helped you solve your problem, and if you have any suggestions for next week's tarot time.
Yes, let us know if you have any specific questions. Maybe we will do one specifically just for you.
All right. We are going to wrap up with a dad joke of the night. I did from the red deck last time, so I'm going to do from the black deck this time.
Come through, Dad.
Let's see what we got. If nothing falls, I shall pick one. One fell.
Oh, there. He
All
was
the
like, nah, take
way.
this.
All the way to the ground. Ugh. Okay, here we are.
He heard you and he was like, "No!"
Witch's cackle. Okay. I used to have a job at a shoe recycling shop. It was soul destroying.
That is such a good deck.
It is such a good deck. It is I just
I'm so glad that exists.
one more for good measure. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm pulling one. I recently went to the doctor because I keep hearing a buzzing noise. They said there's a bug going around.
Oh my.
By the way, COVID is going around. Get your COVID shot and yell and demand it if you have to because of fucking RFK Jr.'s CDC guidelines now not recommending it unless you're fucking severely ass ill.
Really?
Yes, everybody call RFK Jr.'s office tomorrow. The number is 202-690-7000. So 202-690-7000. Call RFK Jr.'s office tomorrow. Tell him he better fucking resign because he's a lawyer, not a medical professional, and he thinks Tylenol causes autism.
Mm.
You know, the one painkiller that's approved for pregnant women to take in pregnancy. He thinks that's what's causing autism.
He thinks. Why are women always the issue, dude?
Yeah, yeah, not the fact that there's actually a legitimate study out there that points to a correlation between, geriatric fathers and ancient ass dusty sperm and autism. There's an actual link of that, but we're not regulating old man sperm and
Yeah.
maybe, not letting old ass men with dusty ass sperm get access to Viagra. If a miscarriage or if pregnancy is God's will, then surely impotence is God's will too, right?
Oh, she said what she said, folks.
I'm sorry, if your Viagra is covered by your insurance, then my abortion should be too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so we have our taglines at the end here. We have a little housekeeping that we want to just remind everybody. So join the Discord to send us your own tips and tricks, to ask questions, or share your magical stories. We want to know. Join the community and please help us get it out of the graveyard. It's very dead in there right now because I'm the only one talking.
It's like there's like cobwebs, you know. We need to go in there and dust it out.
Just a little. I mean, we have 15 members.
Join us. We'll talk
Yay!
about shit eventually.
Double digits. Woo! Let's get into the triples and then we can actually have somebody there talking. So there's that.
Remember to like, share, comment, and give us a 5-star rating. If you're enjoying the show, please. That would be very nice.
On episode 7, which is next week, we will be officially doing our guest witches of the week. So you can use the Discord or you can use our Substack chat or anywhere else you can get a hold of us and send us your message if you want us to air it. So let's see. Which one was which one are we doing? Which tagline? I forgot already.
I think you go first.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, so we're gonna do this right eventually, people. We promise. Next week will be better. This week's already better than last, and the week before that was great. So
We're
stay
improving.
magical.
We're learning. Sorry.
No, you're good. We are improving and we are learning. Absolutely right. Stay magical. Keep being a menace.
Blessed or hexed. Thanks for listening.
Later, witches.
Later, witches.